welcome to Miss Fritter. This is a 99 Fleetwood 34D. This has been a little bit more to get used to, but looking forward to, I guess, not only putting it together the way that we want to, just kind of like we do when we restore houses, but also just getting out and using it. Overall, Miss Fritter Flair, as the kids has named her, is here to stay, and we're gonna go do a quick inside tour so we can kind of get a before and after, or maybe explain a little bit about some of the stuff that we're gonna do. So now we're showing her as she sits. We've not done anything to her. So jackknife sofa is the first thing you see. I can tell you, as soon as Sarah saw that, she said that baby is gone. So we're gonna be replacing the jackknife. And the other thing, you've got the fabulous 1980s colors that jumped right into the 90s. You know, you've got the turquoise, the mauves. So we're gonna be replacing as much of it as we possibly can, or we're gonna try to adapt it with some other, I guess, some other flooring and accents and things to try and make it not so obnoxious. The previous owner, as you can see, was a very big fan of Ric Flair, which I guess makes sense with this unit. So I can see that. Engine worked great. This is a Ford V10 that is sitting in this. As we continue on through, got the eating area. Now for a family of 6, we're gonna have to figure out kind of what that looks like. Maybe as we're doing some remodeling, get a table that extends out a little bit more that we can throw some chairs on. Now the carpet, although, I mean, I guarantee you it's original, it's not horrible. I have seen much worse. And also, let me add, normally these things either smell like death or cat pee. And we are very fortunate that we finally found one that smelled like neither. We're gonna put in probably some vinyl plank just to make it updated a little bit more. Probably gonna be either painting or wallpapering the walls, and going to be changing this wood probably over to white. The one thing that we are worried about is that as we walk here, you can't see it, but it's spongy. So remember when we were walking around the outside, I said you need to pay attention to water damage. The fact that that's right outside the sink makes me think that there was some type of breakage or something that has happened in this area that has created some softness on the floors. So nice pantry space. Would have liked a little bit bigger fridge when you are traveling around with a 20-year-old, 18-year-old, 12-year-old, and 4-year-old. We're going to be probably making some dietary restrictions, I'm afraid. But then coming in, really liked the little pantry that you see. A couple things I like and don't like about the bathroom. First of all, the color. Again, oh my gosh, we're gonna have to do something about that. I know that there are some really good paints that you can use, that you can paint the fiberglass of the showers and change them around. Throw some really nice wallpaper together. A really good sink. So that's the one thing that they did put together and fix. Changed out some of the lights for LED, which will probably be another thing just to save on power. Had a new mattress in here. So this area is really nice. The thing that we're looking at probably doing though is we're probably going to take some measurements of here. We're going to rip out the carpet, put in the hardwoods, maybe even try and reconfigure some of the closet space back here, because we're looking at potentially putting in some bunks. Now, since there's not an extension back here, it's going to kind of be difficult, but I think we're going to try and fit 4 people back here if we can, and then try to maximize some storage space elsewhere. And then that way, Sarah and I will sleep out there, which I think is kind of cool, because you really don't want to, you want to wake up in the morning, let the kids sleep in, you want to have some coffee, relax, start waking up, and I think that's what we're going to be shooting for. So this is the tour of Fritter, a 1999 Fleetwood Flair 34D, and hopefully we'll keep you up to date on the progress as we dive into it, start making decisions, start ripping stuff up, and hopefully not finding any water damage. So we just took out the jackknife sofa. All of the pieces we're saving in here. So we've got the seat belts and then also the bolts and everything that used to put down the jackknife. Not sure what we're going to be putting there in its place, but just in case we have a way to permanently strap it and bring the seat belts back, we're going to keep those. So now we are going to remove the carpet. Say hello, Arliss.
Hello.
And find out what is underneath this area here, which is the part that's scaring us the most just because of the sponge. We removed the back. I think that is just the kind of like the cabinet that they use when the jackknife is down. Started removing some of the carpet. You can see the shelf that is now sitting out there. Started removing some of the flooring. So really, I think the best way was initially to try to cut a straight line across the front. I didn't want to get into removing chairs or anything today, and just brought that straight across just to keep it as uniform as possible. Cut around the chair, cutting around the stairs, and coming over to the linoleum. So this is going to be kind of the real interesting thing to see what's underneath this linoleum, because as of right now, the decking looks fairly decent underneath this first part of the carpet. We're going to rip this up. I'm guessing based on what I've been working with over here, there haven't been any slide leaks or anything, so this is going to be decent as well. So we'll see. Cross your fingers. The light is leaving us, so we are going to start packing it up. But before we do, we've got the carpet removed from the first part of the slide where the jackknife was. Carpet is removed so far underneath the chairs, up to the stairs. But the good news is, it doesn't look like there's a significant amount of water damage under here. The linoleum was all the way across, so we've got that removed. I'm impressed and happy with what we have to work with so far. And we do have one tired 12-year-old, which is good, because a tired 12-year-old is a good 12-year-old. Right, Arliss?
No.
So we're on day 2 of what I think is going to be many days. And I think that's important as you're looking at doing something this size, especially if you're like us, where we've never done this before. We put up some initial plans. We wrote them down. We said, this is what we want to do. So we did a lot of research, and so far, those plans have already changed 3 times. So I think it's important to take your time and just do some research. Go slow, but just make sure that this is something that you like, and this is something that shouldn't stress you out, because not only is it fun getting to do this, but also getting to do it with your kids as you're remodeling it. But this is something you and your family are going to get to spend quite a lot of time in, and it's all about making memories. So today what we're going to do is we're going to remove, you can see back here, we're going to remove the dinette set and strip the carpet down, which will allow us to get a little bit better underneath so we can get some of the sheet vinyl that we took off the last time we were in. Then I think we're going to venture off into the bedroom, remove the mattress, and start dismantling some of the cabinetry that's back there for the bunkhouse. Just a quick tip, if you're trying to remove all this carpet, it's so much easier to remove smaller amounts quickly than one large amount over a long period of time. Just cutting it into 3 smaller little sections really made it easy because those are stapled down really good, and just it makes it a little bit more easier to tackle. How's it going, Arlie?
Horrible.
Smaller sections, takes a little bit more time, but saves a lot of time and a lot of back pain later on. This is the hardest part, I think, of the entire project, is just getting all of these stupid staples removed from here. But it's one of those things, if we don't do it, since we're going to be coming back down with like an LVP, a luxury vinyl plank, it will transition through that surface. Got that removed, so we'll kind of go back here and check out what the game plan is to try and get rid of all of this stuff, so you can kind of see what the inner workings are. So obviously the first thing is going to be is to remove the bed. I don't think that the carpet goes underneath these cabinets, but they're going to be removed anyways. And then removing of these. So basically everything is coming out. There was some water damage. It looks like in the back where they had hit the back of the camper on something, so it created some type of a leak. I was here the other day when it was raining really bad, and it did not look like there was anything that anything major. So no rain, no water. This looks like it's a pretty dry camper. So we're gonna go ahead and keep figuring out what to do back here, get the stuff removed, see what we have to work with. So demo day is almost over. Pretty much done for the day. So today we went through and we cleared out the slide completely and got all of the staples up on that side, was able to get it nice and smooth, so that way we can transition where we're at right now in the back of the what's going to be the bunkhouse. Got this done, at least the carpet removed, the bed out. It was really difficult to get out, so but it's out. There doesn't look like there's a significant amount of water damage, so I don't really think I'm going to have to replace any of the decking that's here. Gonna have to work around some wires and some plumbing that I did not know that I was gonna have to deal with, but that's okay. We can make that work. So we'll give you a quick tour of what we finished up and get back for some dinner with the rest of the family, because it's getting dark and we're hungry.